Hey Browns fans! The Cleveland Browns have some tough choices to make as we head into the offseason. With just a few weeks left in the regular season, it's clear that roster turnover is coming, especially on the offensive side of the ball. One of the biggest questions involves veteran running back Nick Chubb. After suffering a broken foot in Week 15 against the Kansas City Chiefs, Chubb's 2024 season is officially over, and he's set to become a free agent this offseason. But before we continue, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to stay in the know. Now, the dilemma for the Browns is whether to re-sign the 29-year-old star or move on. Chubb has been the cornerstone of this offense for years, but injuries have taken their toll, and the team needs to determine if his best days are behind him. If Cleveland decides to part ways with Chubb, they'll need to address the running back position, and fast. There's already buzz about potential replacements. One intriguing name that's making waves is Pittsburgh Steelers running back Jaylen Warren. According to Bleacher Report, Warren could be the perfect fit for Cleveland's backfield. Stealing him from a division rival could even sweeten the deal for Browns fans. Warren, a 26-year-old restricted free agent, has been a reliable RB2 option behind Najee Harris. While his touchdown numbers haven't been impressive this season, he scored just once. He's tallied an impressive 596 yards from scrimmage. His breakout year came in 2023, with over 1,150 yards from scrimmage and 4 total touchdowns. If the Browns do go after Warren, he would likely serve as a complementary piece alongside Jerome Ford in a running back by committee approach. It wouldn't be a blockbuster move, but it would give Cleveland flexibility to address other needs on the roster. The Browns could also explore signing a young talent like Boise State's Ashton Jeanty, a player who has already gotten fans excited. While the running back situation is a hot topic, another developing story is the recent struggles of kicker Dustin Hopkins. Hopkins' 2024 season has been a roller coaster. After missing 2 kicks against Pittsburgh and going 1 for 4 in the next 2 games, the Browns made the unconventional decision to bench him for a week. Riley Patterson stepped in, kicking an extra point against the Chiefs, but he's already been signed by the Falcons. Now, Hopkins is back and ready to prove himself. The decision to sit Hopkins wasn't easy, but it's a testament to the trust between him and head coach Kevin Stefanski. Hopkins admitted he's been working tirelessly to fix his mechanics and get back into rhythm. He made all of his kicks at practice this week and says he's feeling confident heading into Sunday's game. "It's not how I would have drawn it up, but I want to make the most of it," Hopkins said. "I've been focusing on the physical cues and mechanics, and I feel like I've found something that works." Special teams coordinator Bubba Ventrone praised Hopkins' mental toughness, saying, "Sometimes you lose your rhythm during the season, but the key is finding it again." Hopkins has put in the work, and we're optimistic about his performance going forward. Adding an interesting twist, Hopkins will face off against former Browns kicker Cade York, who is now filling in for the injured Evan McPherson on the Bengals. York has been perfect in his 2 games with Cincinnati, but Hopkins is focused on his own game and making the most of this opportunity to redeem himself. As we look ahead to 2025, the Browns' offseason priorities are clear: rebuild key positions while maintaining the competitive edge in one of the toughest divisions in football. Whether it's finding the next great running back, shoring up special teams, or addressing other roster needs, every decision counts. Now, Browns fans, it's your turn. What do you think the team should do about Nick Chubb? Should we go all in on a young talent in the draft or make a move for a player like Jaylen Warren? And how confident are you in Dustin Hopkins bouncing back? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thursday's injury report brought some alarming updates. For the Browns, Myles Garrett was a new addition, listed with a back injury that kept him out of practice entirely. This is huge news. Garrett, who's just half a sack away from reaching 100 career sacks, is not only the heart and soul of the Browns' defense but also a player whose absence could tip the scales in Sunday's matchup. While Garrett managed to finish last week's game against Kansas City despite being poked in the eye, this back issue is a new concern, and his status for Sunday remains uncertain. Adding to the Browns' woes, defensive end Shelby Harris and tight end David Njoku also missed practice for the 2nd consecutive day due to an elbow injury and a hamstring issue, respectively. On the offensive side, quarterback Jameis Winston was downgraded to limited participation with a shoulder injury, and wide receiver Cedric Tillman remains in concussion protocol. Meanwhile, there's a glimmer of hope as cornerback Martin Emerson, also dealing with a concussion, returned to practice in a limited capacity. But the injury bug hasn't spared the Bengals either. Star edge rusher Trey Hendrickson was added to their report, which could seriously hinder Cincinnati's ability to pressure the quarterback. Wide receiver T. Higgins continues to sit out, which is another blow to an already struggling offense. However, the Bengals, unlike the Browns, are clinging to a sliver of playoff hope, making this game all the more crucial for them. Now let's pivot to the quarterback situation, which has been a roller coaster for the Browns this season. Head coach Kevin Stefanski announced a significant decision. Rookie quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson will get the start this week, relegating Jameis Winston to the backup role. This move comes after Winston's recent struggles, throwing 12 interceptions in just 7 starts, including 8 over the past 3 games. Despite showing flashes of brilliance with over 2,000 passing yards and 12 touchdowns, Winston's turnover issues have been costly, and Stefanski made it clear that better ball security is a top priority. For Winston, this benching is yet another chapter in a tumultuous career. The former number 1 overall pick has battled inconsistency and injuries throughout his time in the league, and while his arm talent is undeniable, his penchant for interceptions continues to hold him back. But to his credit, Winston remains a team player, expressing his commitment to helping Thompson-Robinson succeed and emphasizing his determination to eliminate turnovers and prove he's still a starting caliber quarterback in the NFL. So, what does this mean for the Browns moving forward? With Deshaun Watson out for the season and the team likely headed toward a high draft pick, there's plenty of speculation about the future of the quarterback room. Will the Browns look to the draft, where top prospects like Caleb Williams and Drake May could be in play? Or will they explore the veteran market, which might include names like Justin Fields or Kirk Cousins? And where does Thompson-Robinson fit into all of this? The 5th-round pick from 2023 now has a golden opportunity to make his case as a long-term option, starting with a strong performance against the Bengals. The stakes are high, not just for the quarterbacks, but for the entire team. For players like Myles Garrett, who've given their all despite the team's struggles, finishing the season strong is about more than just pride. It's about laying a foundation for the future and avoiding the kind of dysfunction that could lead to key players demanding trades or losing faith in the organization's direction. Sunday's game might not have playoff implications, but it's a crucial moment for the Browns to show resilience, evaluate young talent, and give fans a reason to stay invested. Whether it's Dorian Thompson-Robinson stepping up under center, Myles Garrett continuing his quest for greatness, or Kevin Stefanski proving he can navigate these choppy waters, there's still a lot to watch for. All right, Browns fans, it's your turn. What do you think about Stefanski's decision to start Thompson-Robinson? Are you concerned about Myles Garrett's injury, or do you think he'll power through like the warrior he is? And looking ahead, what do you want the team to do about the quarterback situation next season? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you, and your opinions fuel the conversation. Before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more Browns news, analysis, and exclusive content. Hit the bell icon to stay in the loop. Go Browns!